Good evening. With the latest from the Dove Newsroom, I'm Demi DeSoto. Thank you for joining us tonight. Roseburg Forest Products and its union workers have reached a new deal on a new contract. The previous contract did expire in June, and work had been continuing under that agreement. Union workers previously took issue with the mandatory overtime shifts and frozen pensions in previous contracts. They rallied at a company headquarters in Springfield at least twice earlier this year. Specifics of the new contract have not been released. It does affect nearly 2,000 employees, mostly in Douglas and in Coos counties. Well, President-elect Donald Trump and Vice President-elect Mike Pence held a tech summit with Silicon Valley leaders. They are at the same table trying to improve a sagging private sector economy that the current administration claims credit for that is in a growth mode. But reality is it's only public sector jobs that are growing. At the same time, the Federal Reserve was raising rates and planning to do it again 3 times in 2017. It's considered by the private sector as an anti-business approach to the economic growth in the coming year. Federal Reserve Chair Janet Yellen acknowledges business investment is not performing.
Business investment, however, remains soft, despite some stabilization in the energy sector.
During the announcement at the Fed, Yellen says they anticipate raising interest rates 3 times in 2017 in an anti-business approach to the economic growth in the coming year. Oregon public employees unions and advocacy groups have unveiled another tax proposal very similar to Measure 97 that was rejected by voters last month. The new plan projects a revenue of $5 billion over 2 years. New money with the same plan, a 2% tax on all corporations' gross annual sales in Oregon that are above $100 million. Proponents do not address job losses from companies leaving the state if passed. Measure 97 and excessive corporate sales tax opponent Sid DeBoer says don't get fooled again. Oregon said no.
We wasted $45 million fighting this when they threw a Hail Mary about how they could fix their problem with more money. And it's not the solution. Oregon voters have said no. Read my lips. It was no.
Voters in November shot down Measure 97, which would have required corporations with at least $25 million in Oregon sales to pay more in tax with no specific designation for the revenue by the state of Oregon. It faces a $1.7 billion shortfall in the next budget, and the shortage is largely due to the public employees' union pensions. All right, let's take a look at the regional weather forecast, and as we do, we'll start off in Northern California and see 26 tonight. Some clouds there. We'll see 37 for a high on Friday, 36 and sunshine on Saturday. As we look at the Klamath Basin, clouds throughout the period, very cold temperatures overnight. None of them there above freezing, some of them single digits. Only 30 on Friday, only 26 on Saturday for highs. As we look over at the Central Oregon High Desert region, you'll see very cold temperatures tonight, 10 degrees with some snow. Only clouds tomorrow, 2 degrees overnight on Friday night, getting up only 19 on Friday, and then 25 on Saturday. For the Oregon coast, clouds throughout the period, low 30s overnight, mid 40s during the day. Sunshine does come in for the weekend. Portland metro area looking for some clouds and some snow possibly again on Saturday. They've had ice and snow over the period, in the 20s overnight, in the 30s during the day. And for the southern Oregon area, low temperatures during the night. Some sunshine comes around for the weekend. Should warm up a little bit. And that's a look at the latest from the Dove Newsroom. Join us every weekday morning for Mornings on the Dove right here on the Dove TV.